Hey, welcome back. I'm Terry from Everything Homestead. Today I'm going to show you the planting schedules that I use for starting my seeds indoors. I'm going to show you the growing system I use indoors here. And I'm also going to introduce you to a website that's very helpful. It's the website that I found the schedule of when to plant what seeds at what time. This should be pretty informational to you if you're new to this. Otherwise, hang on, let's get started. I'll show you around. This is the growing station that I kind of made up myself that I've been using for the last 3 or 4 years. So I've got everything together here. I just have a couple of some cheap folding card tables that's all sitting on. Got my potting soil today at Walmart. Right over here, well, the first thing I'll show you is this light fixture is an old one that I took out of a bathroom when we did some remodeling a while back. And I actually decided to use that for the growing lights for this station. I have this window here which lets in a fair amount of light. I'm set up in the basement and I'm down here because I have the wood stove down here, and that produces some nice heat to get these things growing. And this window isn't bad for light, but these lights that I have in the fixture here can give me more light time during the day because I have them set on a timer. Right, where did I put it? I have a timer there that I put in an outlet so I can get probably 3 or 4 more hours of light during each day for this setup. Now, this is something that anybody can do, but actually I have special light bulbs in here. I'll get one out. These are special light bulbs for growing plants. You can get these anywhere. So I've got 4 of them set up here, and the nice part about this system is if I only have a couple plants, if I only have a couple of trays set up, I can take the light bulbs out and just use one light or maybe 2 lights. I have this set up. I built this frame just out of some scrap lumber. I took some carriage bolts, drilled some holes through the 2x4, put a plank across, put the carriage bolts through. I drilled some extra holes down the line here, so if I want to lower this, I can, according to whatever I'm trying to grow. Just put a regular thin box mounted to this board so I can mount the fixture to it. Brought the cord through. That's just a plain old simple lamp cord wired into it, and it works great. And you can pick these things up if you don't have one laying around that you're from doing a remodel in your own home. You can go to a secondhand store and a lot of times pick these things up. It's a lot more economical than some of those other things you find online. So anyway, back down to here. I don't know if I'm going to fill all these things out yet. I have a greenhouse I'm going to be finishing up this spring, so not sure if I'm going to be growing as much here this year. I might be. This one here I used to bed some sweet potatoes. I think I might do that again. But otherwise, underneath here, I've got some heating mats. They help quite a bit, and they're just the right size to fit one tray. So I have 4 heating mats underneath there, and they help the germination process quite a bit. So obviously, also you can see I made this frame specifically so I can accommodate 4 of these trays sitting underneath there, and it works out great. All right, so I'm going to plug this in. I have it set so it should have about 10 hours of light each day. And plug it in. It's on the timer. So there you have it. Lights it up very well, and like I said, if you think it's too much light, just take a bulb out. Those bulbs are not that expensive, so it doesn't break the bank either. So one handy little trick that I learned on the internet a while back is take an old beverage bottle. I drilled about a half a dozen holes in the top, and that is what I use to water the plants. Works fantastic. Just take it, give a little squeeze. You can control how much water comes out so you don't flood the cells like you would otherwise. This thing works great. I mean, for this amount of, if I had this thing full, I'd probably have to refill this a few times, but this works great. I mean, Such a simple little thing that I've been using for a while. It works great. You should try it. Now I found this company online called Heirloom Organics. I encourage you to go check out their website. I'm not affiliated with this company at all, but I found them online and they look pretty impressive. They specialize in heirloom seed sales, and they have all sorts of resources on this website for helping you get started with growing seeds. There's a lot of journals you can get from them. A lot of the stuff you have to pay for, which is well worth it. And I encourage you to go check out the website. There's a ton of stuff there. And where I got my planting schedule is from their website. I didn't have to pay for this portion that I'm going to show you, but it's well worth checking out the website. I encourage you to check it out. So get ready to take a few screenshots. I'm going to show you the planting schedules that I found. Oh, and by the way, here's their website. That's their homepage. There you go. Got your screenshot in. Okay. Now there's 3 pages to this. I call it a calendar, I guess, for planting. And there's a little bit of overlap. Some of the things are mentioned twice because the 3rd page has a few things on there that's not on the other 2 pages, but you'll get the gist of it when you see it. Now, when you look at this system they have laid out, it's really nice because it shows you, judging off of the May 20th last frost date, I believe that's what it says. You kind of have to adjust from that according to what part of the country you live in, what zone you live in for growing. But that's what this calendar is based off of, is at May 20th, last frost. And each item is listed on there, and it lists when to start the seeds indoors, when to transplant them outdoors, and if it's something that shouldn't be started indoors, it says plant outdoors directly. And so it's a really handy thing to look through. It doesn't have everything on here, but quite a bit. It's everything that I grow is on these pages. So get ready. Here's the first schedule, first calendar page. I'm going to show you right here. Get ready to screenshot it. Ready? Go. Did you get it? Okay. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Ready? Get it. Done? Okay. And the last one, I'm going to give it to you without a goofy face. So there you go. All right. So look over these things that I just gave you. And if you have to, watch the video again, pause it, write it down, do whatever. If you don't know how to screenshot, that's fine. But look at these things. It's a wonderful resource. It's what I follow. And the timing of it is perfect. I haven't had any problems with what they have listed for the timing of when to plant. I started a series of YouTube videos on the greenhouse that I'm building. Please check it out. Got some links here. Probably one right here. That's just a few of them. Check them out. Might be something you like. It's a year-round growing facility that I'm building. Think you might want to see it. Check it out.